Alright, but the recording is now up, which means this is your host, Kazar Rospel, and welcome back to Metaphor ReFantazio. In the last episode, what did we do? We completed the Virga Island dungeon. We took care of the Dragon Temple, took care of all the story stuff relating to that, and now we're currently waiting 6 days until, well, we move on to very spoilery stuff. Here is your warning, everyone. If you don't want to be spoiled on some of the biggest events of Metaphor ReFantazio, leave. Because from this point on, it's not going to be friendly.
What now?
So, let's see. What quest do we have? Engineer's Destiny. We need to... Wait, do we have that?
Alright then.
Let's see. Followers. We can rank up near us. Let's talk to Brigitte and see what's going on.
Ah, just you.
My preparations for the new facility are on schedule, permitting that we continue to avoid the prying eyes of the church. They would disguise as inspections. As it stands, though, we aren't quite ready to take in any wayward souls. You're welcome to check in later. Okay, so that's just waiting. Our party doesn't want to see us at this moment, so yeah, let's go rank up near us.
Oh-ho!
Hello there. Come to check on the progress with the lands? Well, you ought to know I'd never work on it where those brothers could see. So what's the matter, lad? Wait, have you come across another potential relic? Something like that.
Well...
Hey, gods! What's this?
Oh.
Oh!
Hey!
Why, hello there, my dear little guest. Such a pleasure to meet you. Is he baby-talking the relic? They never cease to amaze me. No matter how much I study them, these relics use a power that interferes directly with the fundamental elements of matter. I see! So if we harness the colossal heat generated at that point...
By God, I've got it!
I hear it! By my sainted aunt, I hear it! The whispers of an ancient civilization, their secrets murmured in hushed reverence. Thank you!
Thank you.
Well, strike me down. There really are all kinds of relics out there. Enough to give me a thunderclap of inspiration even when I'm at my low point. Something on your mind?
Well...
When I'm deep in my research, sometimes this anxiety just overcomes me. I start wondering if all these happy days of mine might suddenly disappear. You remember I told you about my failed flight test back in my more respectable days? Back when I was still just a young man? I set out to prove my own flight theory, and I botched it spectacularly. Once I'd healed from the ensuing crash, I was demoted. They chose to adopt another flight plan. And worst of all, the people I thought friends and supporters quietly took their leave of me, one by one. Seeing my colleagues change their tune as easily as a coin flips made me realize just how frightening people are. What I fear most, though, is the coward I'd become.
You're right.
After all, you've burned. Instead of choosing the path of exhilaration and the unknown, you tend to favor the path that's safe, secure, and least risky.
It'll be fine.
Don't worry, we won't disappear on you. I suppose so. When I think about it rationally, I doubt any of you would abandon me. Especially if you've stuck out this relic hunt so far, eh?
Yes!
Exactly, you're our trusty engineer. I don't know what we'd do without you. Goes to show, can't let old age sour your outlook, eh? Thank you both. I do love you.
Oh, come on.
Well, glad to hear you're feeling better, right? Ah, bless her.
Thanks.
I'm grateful for the encouragement. I feel like I know what it really means to be strong when I'm with you lot. Wish I could have met you lot sooner. Maybe my life would have been more...
I'll do it.
No, perhaps it's better to think of this time gallivanting around with you as my second lease on life. I'll make up for all that wasted youth in no time flat. I can feel Nereus's burning feelings of camaraderie and trust in me.
Ah, for the blessings of youth.
Okay, and we got the bombastic bombardier, which just it makes him much better at shooting people who get on our deck. And also reduces the mad cost of studying the gunner.
The truth is...
Truth be told, the relics are really starting to come together, thanks to you. I get the strangest sense that this gadgetry could generate untold levels of power. Something the size of my palm, enough to power 1,000 Gauntlet Runner engines. Even more, I dare say. Once this is complete, not even the stars will feel like such a faraway dream. Though that hinges on you finding all those relics. Well, with that settled, I'm counting on you to bring a new relic for a new flash of inspiration.
This one's important.
Alright, we're getting near the end of this, though.
Now then.
Alright, now that I'm fighting fit again, it's time for some maintenance. Yes! Maintenance! You'll be lending a hand, of course. Oh boy.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
There's a letter and package from Barden.
Here you are.
Magla injection. Thank you, Barden.
Well then.
Yeah, let's rank up Maria again.
Mister!
Oh, Mister, you're here. We have drawings to give her. It's been a while since we've given her drawings.
Wow!
Wow, you've really walked on the bottom of the sea? The walls are waves. How did you know they weren't going to fall on you? And there's this beautiful ocean. I love the prismatic sea. It's so pretty.
Wow!
Wow, the sea is so pretty. Is this really the same sunset that we see in Grand Trad?
So pretty.
Oh, what a pretty cave! There's so many flowers. I bet fairies live there. Huh? What's that on the walls?
Thank you.
Thank you, mister. I'll ask Miss Fabian if we can hang them on the inn's walls. If I look at the picture, I stop feeling lonely because I think of you on your journey, and you can always come back and look at them too, right?
Oh!
You know, I want to show that boy something. See, that boy laying on the ground over there, do you remember him? I think he might not like me. I'm a little nervous. I want to talk to him, but I'm scared. I was able to soothe Maria's anxieties with my overwhelming tolerance. Yeah, thank you. If you're here with me, then I'm sure everything will be okay. I want to talk to that boy, the one I gave bread to. But the other day, he ran away as soon as he saw me. But you showed me how to be brave, so I want to try again.
Thank you.
I'm gonna do my best. I don't see that boy anywhere. Hey, it's that weirdo! Hey! Do you know that Parapus boy? He was laying around here before. You mean the kid who keeps digging up food out of the rubbish? What about him? You need him for something?
Oh!
There was something I wanted to show him. Oh, I know! Do you want to see it too?
This.
Isn't this picture really pretty? This is what it looks like outside the capital. Mr. Here gave it to me. He journeys to all sorts of places. They were all incredible sights. Yeah, who cares?
You know.
It's so big outside of the capital. Mr. says there's all kinds of flowers and trees nobody's seen before, and too many monsters and animals to count. When he comes to visit me, I always learn something new. So, do you want to look at these pictures with me?
Yeah.
Fine, I guess.
Oh.
A tree that's all red? You spilled paint on the picture or something? No, the tree really is all red like this. Even the air around it was all red, they said.
Alright.
Wait, this tree's just huge then? Such a thing is too big, innit? Not even my brother could make it up there. My brother's an expert at climbing trees. Not one person's better than he is. He could climb the tallest tree in Grand Trad without breaking a sweat.
So
Really?
cool.
That's so cool.
You know.
Hey, girl. My name's Maria. Okay. Listen, my mom told me that all the people at the Honeybee Inn were dodgy. So that's why I got scared and knocked you down last time. I'm real sorry about that, Maria.
Okay.
It's okay, but if you want to make it up to me, will you be my friend?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's be friends.
Thank you. We became friends.
Mister, I made a new friend.
Sure.
He's a surprisingly good kid.
Yeah.
He said he always felt bad for pushing me that one time.
By the way.
No one knows how you feel if you don't say it out loud, but Miss Fabian's family's mine now because we talked out our feelings. From now on, I'm always gonna say what I think. I did that today, and now I have a friend.
Thank you.
Thank you, mister. I'm saying that because I want to make sure I told you how I feel. I can sense Maria's earnestness and the profound trust that she's placed in me. Rank 7!
He gave me courage.
Significantly increases post-battle EXP. And when cooking a dish in the Gauntlet Runner's kitchen, an additional dish will be made. So we get more XP for hanging out with Maria. Oh, there he is! Excuse me. Are you okay? Are you hungry at all? So, I want to be friends, and, I brought these pictures with me, and... You're different from me. I thought maybe we were the same, but we're not. You have everything. He left. He said I have everything, but I don't. Why is everyone so mean to him? The grown-ups call him dirty, but he's only dirty because he hasn't had a bath. He only sleeps in the graveyard because there's nowhere else for him to go. He only picks through rubbish because no one will give him anything to eat. They don't know anything about him. And they don't even try to find out.
If so,
We should probably check on him.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I understand him better now. I thought I was alone too, but I learned that I wasn't. So I'm gonna talk to him. I won't give up.
Okay.
We can find a way to help him too. I'll ask Miss Fabian what she thinks. We can all help him together.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, mister. See you later. Alright, let's head over to Juna.
Hey.
I wonder when the fake lance will be ready. Waiting is the one thing I'm not good at. Oh, are you free right now? I have a favor to ask. It's about that festival in Brialhaven. I need to start preparing, so would you mind accompanying me? Sure. I knew I could count on you. If you could do your teleport thing and get us to Brialhaven. I got separated from Juna while we were trying to avoid her getting seen.
Come now.
How about a flower for your loved one? They're rare beauties bound to impress. Huh. Is that a child? Cute kid, but I don't recognize the tribe. I need to prioritize finding Juna.
Hold on.
What are you staring at, darling? I'm over here.
What?
What? What is it? Is there something on my face? I was worried I lost you.
no.
Huh?
Oh, you were? Thank you.
Ben.
Well, shall we press on? We've got to meet up with Capra. The show is proceeding apace. We have a stage under construction at the Colosseum. And for your outfit, last year's dress is being refitted for you, Lady Juna. Ah, and regarding a little thank you gift we're preparing...
No.
Oh, please. That's unnecessary. If there's any proceeds from this, pay it forward to the audience. Is that possible? That's quite generous of you, Lady Juna. We're so blessed to have you singing for us. The whole town is buzzing with excitement.
Wait a second.
I have no idea who this is. Oi, that you thieving crooner? What brings the high and mighty songstress to at our lowly labor festival, eh?
Huh?
Why, you ask? Well, because I was invited. Liar, you slithered your way into it, you bloody snake. It's all you Nydia know how to do. Ooh, casual racism. That never gets old.
Come now.
Meritus, please. There's no need for theatrics. I asked her to sing personally. I'm sorry, but you simply don't have the draw Lady Juna does.
No way.
That's so. Well, it doesn't mean I have to accept it. And as a matter of fact, I don't.
It'll be fine.
Don't let her get to you. Oh, I know. I've got thick skin over the years. Nothing for it.
My goodness.
I do apologize for that. She was last year's main act, and I dare say she's cross about not being asked to return. Don't worry about it. I've always had enemies, and some have even made attempts on my life. In Capra, the harder something gets, the more determined I am to see it done. That's so very reassuring, my lady. Truly. Well then, I'll take my leave.
Got a second?
It's not that I don't sympathize with her, but crowds are only won through hard work and skill. Well, there is a good bit of luck, to be honest.
Really?
You've come up in a tough world.
Yeah.
A natural part of any competitive field, but it's the challenge that makes people so happy to hear me sing. Yeah, she could have at least asked for a duet, you're right.
Let's do this.
Besides, having someone close by to watch over me gives me just the burst of confidence I need. I'm talking about you, of course. You got that? I can sense Juna's extraordinary trust in me.
I'm going to give this performance my all.
Okay, now Juna gains more XP. But not normal XP, so we still need to raise her.
Leave it to me.
If I'm going to make this performance of a lifetime, I have a lot to think about. Let's call it a day, shall we?
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Look at this.
Ooh, spirit dust. Thank you.
Well then.
Okay, Yufa wants to hang out. I want to see what Barden's up to.
I
Thank you,
can't
truly.
believe it.
Okay, that's just a waiting one.
All right.
Let's see what Hulkenberg wants.
Say,
Okay, we can finish Hulkenberg next time we're out on the road. Which will be out on the road in just a few days, so no need to rush that. Otherwise, I know Katharina's not available, so yeah, let's hang out with Yufa.
it's all right.
Don't worry, the tides will change. We'll arrive in Altabury all the same.
I'm very happy.
So this is Brilehaven. There are so many foods here which I've never seen on the island. This bone and meat, it's used as a ritual offering, yes? Has the heart been left out to dry somewhere? Miss, I must ask you to refrain from making such unsavory quibbles about our products.
Pardon me.
I apologize. I didn't intend for that to... The last thing I need my customers thinking about is rituals and organs. Ah, this is exactly why nobody cares for you, Mustari.
Oh,
Well, now I am regretful. I was rude to the shopkeeper, even if it was just because of my excitement at seeing such interesting wares.
Hey,
You shouldn't worry about it too much.
is it true?
I've heard that there are all sorts of different people in the city, and that makes it dangerous. But being pagan, I suppose I'm the most different. A frightening prospect.
Whew.
But there are so many kind people too. Why, at the other place we visited, someone even offered me a special deal on a pail which pours good fortune. I can't leave you alone anywhere.
That is...
Juna said the same thing. You and she do see eye to eye on much, don't you? That wasn't a compliment. Everything in this town is so different from my own. It's bit overwhelming, but also such a thrill. The clothes, the food, even the plants are completely foreign to me. And though we're not far from the island, there's this exotic smell in the air. Ah, you smell that? What is it? There's a tinge of sweetness. It makes me nostalgic. I don't notice anything about the smell. It's so rich, there's a complexity to it. It kind of tickles the nose. Shall we try to follow it to its source?
This is the place.
Here we are. It's not very strong, but there's a complex smell. This is a Sanctus church, isn't it? Maybe they use perfume in some sort of ceremony. Are you here to pray? Oh, sorry, but no.
No.
Do you have some business here at the church?
Actually,
We were curious about the smell.
I see.
Ah, I see. That young lady here is Mustari.
Actually,
But pleased to meet you. My name is Yufa. This is Q. Is it alright for me to make introductions?
Oh?
Are you perhaps the one I've heard about? The one who's been stirring up a ruckus? Ah, never mind. I shouldn't pry. I am Hyperic. If you've interest in Sanctism, I would love to talk to you further. But I'm afraid I haven't the time to do so today. I was just about to escort Ovi here. This child, on her way home.
Ovi.
Oh, I was just praying with Mr. Hyperic and visiting Mama in the sick room.
truly.
In the sick room?
Truthfully.
Her mother is very ill. She's currently being cared for at this church. I apologize for leaving so soon after you've traveled so far. I hope you will visit again. Whenever you wish, I'll be waiting.
I'll see you again soon.
Oh, sure. Until next time.
See you later.
Bye-bye, Yufa and Q. See you later, Closere. Ovi's adorable. I wasn't intending to visit a church, but I'm glad I got to speak with a follower of Sanctism. I wouldn't mind learning more about Sanctus in general. I'm curious about the differences between them and us. The Mustari, I mean.
Well, now,
Would you mind visiting this place again with me? I admit I'd prefer not to go inside alone.
sure.
Of course.
thank you greatly.
Thank you so much. But I'm warning you, I'm going to chant your name while I sleep so that you don't forget this promise. I'm glad I invited you out. The outside world isn't as harsh towards pagans as I thought it would be. Can we talk about, like, how weird this entire
strange.
scenario is
Until
of
recently,
meeting with
I lived with
Sanctus
such
now?
fear.
Where it's just like, oh, I'm so glad to be meeting with a follower of Sanctism. And this is immediately after going like, we know their entire religion is false now. Like, completely, right? And we're just kind of keeping that to ourselves. It's kind of messed up.
But then,
But there's something a little off about this church. I might just be imagining things. Oh, I'm sorry. It's gone quite late. We should start heading back. Okay. Alonzo. What's it take to get Alonzo? Is it more time? Oh, I need, like... How much courage, then? Oh my gosh, it's asking for rank 5 courage in order to get Alonzo's next rank up.
grand, ain't it?
But courage will go up every single time we do stuff. I'm thinking. Oh, I know.
All right then. Where to?
Let's go.
We can go to the arena and do an arena challenge in order to raise our courage.
This heat is such a bother.
This is the best.
Oh-ho!
You're here! This desk is for the Ranked League. Your current rank is Bronze 1. Do you want to hear about your opponent? Sure. This will be against Vesp and Nokros. They're no regular insects, so don't make light of them. Our insects strike fear into every heart.
Fight on!
You have to go in there by yourself.
What?
What'll it be?
At last.
Alright, let's go.
Come on, come on.
All right. Let's show him what we can do.
This is it! Poison.
God! Nice one, Captain! Captain's poison!
Vitus power.
We better cure that before the pain sets in.
Let's see, do I know
They're
these
pretty
insects?
tough. Better be careful.
I'm gonna try fire on them all.
Burn!
Captain, are you okay?
Merchant!
You need healing. Fast.
Fire! Stay sharp! It's not over yet!
Captain, are you okay? You need healing. Fast.
Yeah, let's use a quick heal.
Here!
God! Nice one, Captain.
Okay, Daze is gone. I wanted to get rid of the Daze because it lowered my accuracy.
Come forth, Royal Soul!
Nice hit. That was perfect.
Freeze!
Bravo!
Brilliant, absolutely smashing fight you showed us there. The audience loved every moment. You've risen through the ranks. You're now Silver 3. Welcome to the big leagues. Here's your commemorative gift. And here's a little something on the house.
Look at you.
Now then.
Alright, courage is maxed.
Courage.
'Tis one of the virtues a ruler must possess. If thou aspire to true sovereignty, kindle the flame of thy courage and ignite the hearts of thy people. Yo, welcome Artman Advance with the raid. He was currently playing some demos. One of them being like Pipistrello and the Cursed Yo-Yo. Looked a lot of fun. I hope you had fun with that one. Thank you for giving a shout out. Do you think that's a game you'll be wanting to play, or do you think the demo's all you needed? All of them were fantastic? Glad to hear. I also played Tavern Talk. I have that game, haven't played that much of it. Considered streaming it at one point. I might stream it someday, we'll see. But yes.
Why, that's...
A conqueror needs that precious kindling with which a follower's passions may be inflamed.
Fight another day.
The challenge is open to you at any time you wish. Okay.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Okay, so now we can rank up Alonso if we want.
Try not to die.
Free money.
Well then.
Mister,
Oh, we can get the final rank up for Maria.
Mister,
Everyone likes Maria.
Mister. Oh,
Let's
yay.
eat food! Yay! We can all eat together today! It's a party!
Eat up, you two. Smells good, doesn't it? Hope you like it. This dish has some complexity to it.
There's more than enough for everyone. I was thinking maybe it would be good if I gave some of Miss Fabian's food to hungry people. Everyone's scared of people they don't understand or don't know. That's why they were mean to me too. So maybe if we get everyone to eat lots of good food together, they'll talk to each other and get along.
I'd like to help too. What can I do?
Thank you. Can you serve the food?
Now hold on. Let's not be hasty about inviting those sorts in, What if they make a habit of skulking around here?
Well, take a look yourself before you start clutching your pearls. Not a single one has even taken a plate, as you can plainly see.
I need to warn you, Mom. Even if you demand compensation later, I've naught to give you.
And I'm telling you, I don't need any. Maria and I just don't want you dying of hunger. After all, we're neighbors, and I won't ignore any of you any longer. Truth be told, I turned a blind eye to your plight. But Maria saw it plain, and my eyes were opened, and I realized that it isn't right. It's not all right at all. So, go ahead and eat your fill. You've my word. There are no tricks here. I've a portion for you as well. Surely you've heard whispers about the honeybees fair now, haven't you?
Maria's idea proved to be a huge success. A large crowd formed and we served plenty of food.
Is it true that you ran your own business?
Yes, Mom. At one point, I owned a factory and had several hired hands in my employ. But then, I was swindled by a moneylender. I'd like to work my way up again. Or even earn just enough to put a roof over my head. But once you've lost your footing, it's hard to stand back up on your own.
Hey, perhaps you could find a place that will put him to work. I've heard you're well connected around these parts.
I'll consider it.
Oh, he's here. You should try Miss Fabian's cooking. It's really good.
Why?
Because eating yummy food makes everyone happy. And when my friends are happy, I'm happy too.
We're friends. But you're normal, and I'm not.
I've been thinking about a whole lot of things lately. And we did this today because I met you. Talking to people makes things better. It makes it so even things that were sad feel a little brighter. It's like a light in the dark all of a sudden. Or, actually, it's more like you see it was never dark to begin with. I want everyone to know that. I'm Maria. What's your name?
It's... Apis. I couldn't even remember my own name.
Nice to meet you, Apis. So, do you think anything around here has changed? Maybe for the better?
I'm not sure, but... it does feel a little different, yeah.
Do you want to come eat with us?
I enjoyed a heartwarming meal with Maria and Apis.
Everyone looks so happy. Miss Fabian said she wanted to try doing that again. She even wants to get some of the townspeople to help out too.
You'll always have my support.
You'll help us serve food again, right, mister? Me and Apis are friends now too. We're going to go play with Harundo and the others too next time.
It sounds like you're making plenty of friends.
Yep, it's a lot of fun. You know, all of these good things happen because of you, mister. You gave me those pictures of your journey, remember? When I look at these pictures, I imagine your voice in my head saying, just do your best. I like it when you're here, and sometimes I'm still lonely when you're not around, but I'm not going to ask you not to go.
Is that because you have a home now?
I used to want to run away from Grand Trad so badly. I didn't feel at home here. So I thought there was someplace else I should go to. I wanted Miss Fabienne to like me so much. But the more important thing really was if I liked Miss Fabienne. When I realized that, I learned that I can pick where my home is. I can choose where I belong. And right now, I've picked this place. This is my home. I'll wait here with Miss Fabienne, so... Can't die, okay? So please come back.
Instead of pictures, when I return, I'll bring you back a kind, caring country.
When that happens, will this be a place where people only cry when they're happy? I want to help you too. I wish everyone could smile and laugh all the time.
I can sense Maria's profound kindness and her unwavering trust in me.
The pure-hearted maiden, Maria, keeper and heritor of the healer's virtues. Your tempered bond has become a fire-forged trust. Thus, a new pinnacle of heroism awakens within thee. By the grace of her newfound powers, work to give truth to our hopes and fulfill thy destiny.
Max rank!
I want to be with Mr.
This will allow us to put 4 skills on the healer, and we can now study the Savior archetype. And the Savior archetype is kind of why the healer is ranked as high as it is in our tier list.
If you don't come back on your own, I'll find you and bring you back. I still dream about going on a journey one day, to all sorts of faraway places. I'll even go to where Papa never went to. I'll see those places for him, and then it'll be my turn to tell you all about my journey.
No.
Do the two of you have a moment? Lend me a hand with the inn, will you?
Okay, coming. Let's go.
Maria's smile never faded as we helped Fabienne with tasks around the inn. Thanks to the strong bond of trust that has developed between Maria and I, the people of Sunshade Row in Grand Trad now all support me. I'm not more popular.
In that case...
Yep, we can now rank up Alonso.
Yeah!
What now?
Just to quickly show off what the Savior is able to do. So the Savior starts off with Homodyne, which deals heavy magic light damage to one enemy, which is just good. Metacall, heavy HP recovery for all allies. This is so heavy that it's basically a full cure no matter what throughout the entire game. Penpatra cures all status ailments for all allies. Normally not the biggest concern, but that's just good if you're running a healer type. But this is the big thing. Exorcist Light deals extreme magic light damage to one enemy. It's so rare in Metaphor to have an attack that deals extreme damage on a solo character. A lot of times those are synthesis skills, not just ones that you can just throw out whenever. That's why the Savior, if you're running a magic class, it might be one of the better magic options in the game. Even though it's only light, it's still good. Keep in mind, at this point, we can't even use these classes yet. But this deals heavy dark damage and gains nothing else. And this one gains heavy ice, heavy lightning, heavy fire, but no extreme. So the mage, the mage lineage never learns an extreme damaging attack. But the Savior does. So that's why I say that it's probably one of the better ones in the game. Like if you wanted to run a healer, that's the best one.
Alas, poor mage, with your best stuff locked behind story progression.
It's true. And getting outclassed before we even unlocked it. Like, that's the thing that hurts the most. If it was even worth it after you unlock it, but it's not, there's better options.
Greetings.
In your ideal world, do you think lies are necessary? Good to know. The time has come for our production's final act. My once-in-a-lifetime performance, and you, my friend, are pivotal to its success. Are you ready for this? You know I am.
Thank you.
Thank you. I knew you'd say that. Okay, let's get this show on the road. Ready to go?
If that's the case.
Shall we head for the tavern then? This calls for a celebration, so let us feast! You could not have wandered into my life at a worse possible time, but I suppose that's precisely why you were my destiny all along. Take care. My head hurts. I was supposed to be eating with Alonzo at the tavern. I must have passed out, but I don't think it was by choice. Isn't this the Brylehaven Square?
Listen to me!
Who do you think you are behind all this wickedness? Yes, it was the scoundrel Cuculus. He deceived good people, then sold them into slavery. He lined his pockets with dirty money to fuel his life of utter debauchery.
I knew math was evil.
Cuculus, not calculus. Some of you may wonder if my words can be trusted given my own intentions. After all, am I not a villain myself? You would not be wrong. For Cuculus held my family hostage and forced me to abuse my powers to defraud you. To those who have suffered under the burden of unfair taxes, you have my sincerest apologies. To refuse him would have put my family in jeopardy.
However,
but I was not his only victim. Cuculus razed his hometown to ashes when it became a hindrance to his schemes. It's not true. And worst of all, when his own mother defied him, he killed her in retaliation.
How dreadful.
How could he? His own mother?
what have you done?
He's a monster.
No!
It's all a lie, isn't it?
You're horrible.
You should die. Alonso didn't react. He can't hear me over the crowd.
Now then.
There's no talking your way out of this. Tell us you repent, Cuculus. Repent? Ha! What is there to repent for? A swill of ale tastes like ambrosia when it's bought with money pilfered from you fools.
Thanks, friend.
I've made fortunes from this man in particular. What good are soft hearts and positions of power if not easy prey? My mother, my hometown, as if I ever gave a damn about them. Am I the one at fault here? No. You only have yourself to blame for your folly.
You devil!
He's horrid.
Yeah.
Just kill him already. There you are. You finally arrived.
Hear me!
Good people, this brave young man here is the one who saved my family. What? He pretended to work with Cuculus and save the victims in his clutches. Furthermore, he captured the wicked cur himself and handed him over to me.
Understood?
As you all may know, he is a candidate to become the new king. He is a true hero, one deserving of the crown. What? This kid?
Oh my.
That boy will become king?
You're here.
Well, if it isn't Mr. Hero in the flesh. Look at this right mess you've got me into.
Why?
Explain yourself. I've longed for this moment. There's nothing else I desire. I only made it this far because of you. I could always tell you didn't want to become king yourself. But that's not how the wheel turns. You will take the throne.
Remember your vow.
Win. For the sake of this world. I don't understand what's going on. But looking into Alonso's eyes, I could see his determination and unquestionable faith in me.
You gave me a reason to live.
And we can now purchase rare items at magic shops in all cities. We can also use analyzed data for all enemies with certain exceptions.
Now then.
Then let his life be forfeit. So end the crimes of Cuculus. The landowner carried out the sentence. Alonso was slain. Alone, I left the scene and returned to the inn. Thanks to Alonso's sacrifice, the entire village now supports me.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
I did not see that coming.
Have a look.
Damn, a macula injection doesn't really soften the blow, does it? Thanks. I'm sad now.
I'll see you again soon. please.
It's all right. If you will.
Okay, let's take a look again. Needs time, done. Yeah, it's just youth at this point.
It's all right.
Remember how the other day we met with that one Sanctor? Hyperic, I think his name was. I'd like to talk to him some more.
I'm quite grateful.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. We came to the front of a tavern, having heard that Hyperic was lingering there.
Well, now,
Sanctor Hyperic, what are you doing at a tavern? I've come to pick up Ovi. She helps out here from time to time.
You know,
They told me lots of nice things today for the first time ever. They said I danced really good in front of the customers. Oh, you know how to dance, Ovi? I do too. My mother taught me a ceremonial dance. Oh, can you teach it to me someday? Of course.
Well then.
Why not show us a few steps? You mean right here? I don't want to draw too much attention to myself. I might bother some people. Mr. Hyperic, I want to practice a bunch and then show Mama. And you may, so long as your prayers are never neglected.
And so now...
Now then, this visit indicates you'd like to learn more of Sanctism, yes? How much do you know about our noble faith? Again, I'm sorry, just this part where it's like, how much do you know about your noble faith? I know that everything you stand for is a literal lie because because I've seen the truth. Your scriptures are false. Okay. Sorry, I just think that's funny. Just the basics, I guess. Then let us begin with the core of our beliefs. In Sanctism, we receive divine teachings from God. We follow the will of the Almighty God and offer Him our prayers. With a selfless heart, that is.
I see.
A selfless heart? The idea sounds quite different from the dragon god faith. We aspire to take the hands of our gods in our own to confront difficulties and yet fight beside them with our own strength. Such are our teachings. I see. While that is an intriguing belief, what of those who haven't the strength to fight? The children, the elderly, or the infirm? The anxiety which plagues this world is through no fault of our own, and so we pray to escape these hardships and injustices. Oh, it's time to go visit Mama. Mr. Hyperic, Yufa, can we do this talk at the church? Let's go.
Well...
Pardon me, Sanctor Hyperic, but what kind of illness is Ovi's mother afflicted with? Your concern touches my heart. You are a kind person, Miss Yufa. Oh, it's just, I lost both my parents when I was around Ovi's age. Yufa, are you and Q going to to convert?
Indeed.
Oh, I think you mean convert. If you ever wish to do so, we would gladly accept you into our faith. Unless you find our prayers meaningless. No, that's not what I... We can decide our own fate. Nothing is for certain anyway. I see. That is unfortunate to hear. Then I hope this won't be the end of our discussions. We all live with anxiety in our hearts, and it is through Sanctism that we can find salvation. I simply want you to keep that in mind.
Oh.
What was that? Nothing more than a breeze. Now then, I hate to cut this short, but I am needed elsewhere. Oh, alright. Thank you very much for your time.
See you later.
Yufa, teach me how to dance next time, okay?
No.
That was unexpected. Converting was never so much as a thought I had.
Sure.
Everyone should believe in what they wish to believe.
Indeed.
You're right about that. In fact, since I am no longer a sacrificial priestess, the choice is mine for the first time. I don't think Hyperic was wrong when he said we all have spiritual anxiety. We yearn for something we can depend on, and for some, that's sanctism. I feel like I better understand sanctism now that I've experienced it myself. And I couldn't have done that without you. You gave me the courage to expose myself to new, unfamiliar things. So now I want to see and learn more about the world, but I also want to be by your side. I can sense Yufa's desire to grow as a person, as well as her deep trust in me. Rank 3!
I see it is my turn to test my mettle.
I'm not sure that's the wind. And there's that smell again. Sorry, my head is suddenly hurting. Let's come back here to investigate later. There's something about this place which makes me feel so ill at ease.
It wasn't me this time.
No, the smell's not you. Okay, we can rank up Juna, but now that we've ranked up... Well, we kind of got that rank from Alonso, which means that we can visit magic shops. Let's see, I gotta find...
Let's go.
No, wait, that's
all
not
right,
it.
then. Where to? Where to?
I think the only one I know for sure is Gloam Hall.
Let's go.
But we can now purchase very special items.
Say there.
Alright, got word from our mutual friend Alonso. He says to give you a discount, and if that's what he wants, that's what he'll do. So not only do we have a discount, but we can also get the secret items. The secret items are really important, though. So he did some digging. Apparently Elda aren't heterochromatic. Just the player. Yes, the player is special. Anyway, we can now obtain utilitarians manuals, which reduces the turn cost of synthesis. And also, dodging an attack depletes all of the attacker's turn icons. Those are the two items that are most important. But essentially, the utilitarian's manual, I'm going to buy one of them. And also the Dodger's ring. I don't know, do I want the Dodger's ring? It is good. I'll buy one just to consider it. But you guys know that the biggest issue with synthesis is the heavy turn cost that you have to spend.
That...
Oh, oops. But as you can see here, Mohammedan requires 2 turn icons as well as 14 MP from both characters. This will change it to 1 turn icon. Meaning it's just like using a regular attack. So it's really interesting that this gives us the power to use most synthesis like we would use any other attack. It will ultimately cost more MP, but that's not the worst thing in the world.
Alright then. Where to?
Anyway, let's go see Juna.
Hey. Thanks.
Thank you for being such a good sport. Let's head to the tailor in Brylehaven then.
Hello.
Hello there. I've come to pick up my dress for the festival. Huh. I thought the Rosante girl who picked it up earlier was in your employ, Lady Juna.
Wait.
A Rosante girl? It couldn't be the singer from last year.
If I
recall, her name is Mertis. And if she's still harassing me, that outfit is in danger.
Hurry!
Perhaps she hasn't gone far. Let's have a look around. Oh. Whew. There she is, over there.
Please.
Mertis, right? Did you take my outfit? If so, I'll have it back, please.
What do you want?
Your outfit? Don't play dumb. You're the only one who would have the gall to stoop so low. Oh, really? Well, I did pick up my dress earlier, but it's just so last year, so it's ashes now.
That's...
You wouldn't. I think you owe us an explanation. It was my dress to do with what I want with. They tailored it to my measurements just last year. You owe us money. And they have the audacity to trot you out in the same bloody dress? The comparisons alone would make a mockery of me. You're a big famous songstress. What the hell compels you to show up out of the blue for a sideshow and steal my livelihood?
Oh!
So you listen. Bow out, or I'll spread those pretty Erica flowers all over the stage. They're poisonous, of course. Perfect for a viper like you. Maybe you'll shred your skin. Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe you'll shed your skin, and the whole world will find out what a cute little thing you really are.
Hold on!
Don't. Why Erica flowers? I can't. I'm scared. If there are Erica flowers on stage, I'll...
Listen.
I don't understand. What happens if they're there? Nothing. I have to do everything in my power to make sure nothing happens. I know I was asked to do it, but in a way I did steal this performance from her. Still, I can't let all the people looking forward to it down now.
So, a song.
Music shares its origin with magic, you know? A song has the power to lift spirits and ease sorrows. As a child, music was my only hope in a way. I want to share that hope with people all over the world through the magic that we call song. People used to say my head was in the clouds, that I was a dreamer. But it's not a dream. It's both my reality and my future. I can achieve it. I will achieve it. You're not so different, I imagine. You're making an effort to take the future in your hands. Quite a pair we make, hmm? Rank 4.
I can't get discouraged here.
Reduces the cost of the masked dancer.
Now then.
I've decided. Forget the dress. I'll show up just as I am. No bells and whistles.
Thanks.
I appreciate you being here today. Let's stop by Capra to tell him about the outfit, then head back.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Happy Idols Day, everyone! Nearest's lance will be ready tomorrow, and it seems like the tide has calmed down a bit too. We should be able to set off for Altabury soon. Considering Fidelio's still on the mend, how about we spend the rest of the day helping people out? An excellent suggestion. We should repay those who have done so much for us. It wouldn't hurt to have their support in the future, after all.
I too will.
I shall accompany you in this. I am quite sure I would be most useful.
So?
We need to spend tonight formulating our plans for tomorrow. So if there's something else you want to do, let's get it done during the day, got it? And that something is the bathroom.
Go.
+1 luck.
Well then.
And let's wash. Oh boy, the toilet. This is what streams are all about.
Alright then. Where to?
Let's go!
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else for us to do though in terms of rank ups.
Hey, mister!
Go, bought all of that.
Now then.
Sold all my valuables.
Hey, mister! Oh, it's...
Do you have weapons? It's just things I have to appraise, it's fine.
Push it now.
No, I don't require seeds because gardening is still terrible.
Alright then. Go. Oi there!
Let's take a look at the fish in the shop.
We've a special...
plenty.
All right then.
Okay.
Let's go!
Grand, isn't it?
This place. Besides,
Let's raise my eloquence. Deciding a new king, eh? Honestly, I don't care what happens outside our village. Right. What good does you becoming king do for us? What can you do?
Yes.
I will protect the Mustari tribe from discrimination by guaranteeing your rights. Sounds nice and all, but how would you accomplish that? Not that I'm against the idea. I do like the thought of being able to be ourselves when we're off the island, master not.
All right.
What's up, Del? Something on your mind?
That's nothing. Just thinking.
Oh no. You're not still feeling unwell, are you?
It's just a twinge now, that's all. I'm sharp as ever, me.
You sure? Because I remember, once the big fever passed, you went hot and cold again a couple more times. I've never seen you go down like that.
I said I'm fine, didn't I? God, but you don't worry too much. Come on, I'm starving.
Again, bit of a hard ass, but...
really? He seemed pretty healthy to me.
Just a bad feeling, I suppose. It was a human that wounded him. Hard to say whether the Magla might have any nasty side effects. You know.
You mean he may need magic healing? I don't know if we're gonna find that here on the island.
Hey, is there any way we could get Rella to take a look at him? Magla-born symptoms can take a turn for the worse incredibly fast, no matter how healthy you are. I'd rather not let it fester.
Huh. Well, we do claim to help anyone in need, eh? But don't forget that we're fighting a battle. And if you cannot distinguish friend and foe on the battlefield, it will be your end.
I know you're right. But I get the feeling those two are telling themselves the same thing.
What if, now, what if, instead of speeding to her doorstep, we ask her saintliness to come here? It'll just take a bit of conspiring to get our story straight. I mean, I'm not normally a chap to take sides in this sort of thing, but those two hardly strike me as the evil type.
Look, Captain, I wouldn't feel right ignoring this. Will you please go to the royal capital for me?
No problem. I'll go.
I knew you'd say that. Well, if Rella's coming here, I guess it won't be that much trouble.
Thanks. I remember I called you too soft once. I see now I was wrong.
If that's sorted, let's get it done sharpish before any complications crop up.
Thank you so much for your help leading the evacuation. They tell me not everyone got a chance to thank you. So on their behalf...
Don't worry about it. Didn't want the annihilation of a whole village on my conscience is all.
Wasn't expecting you to handle the evacuation side, Del. Thought for sure you'd be the first in the fray with the human.
They healed me up. Gotta repay the favor, don't I? Wouldn't feel right otherwise.
And then for their sake, you should take care of yourself, too.
What? Who the hell? No way. Aren't you Saint Rella?
You're joking. You're not joking. Why is she here?
I called for her, and she came. You that surprised? I know people in the Crown Theocracy. My work speaks for itself these days.
It's almost time for the Saints' Day festivities in Montario. Having been invited, I was in the area. I heard about your splendid work, Fidelio and Basilio. I hardly recognized the two of you.
You remember us?
Of course. This is a bit of a reversal, though. Back then, it was you helping treat Basilio's wound. I can tell how far you've come since then.
Ugh.
But I've also heard about your own injury. Your right foot, I'm guessing. Have you felt any sudden fevers come on? Let me have a look. Yes, that should do.
Yo,
I can see you
welcome
had
to
an
the
expert
chat.
looking after you already. Physically, you're as well as anyone could ask. But
Can we get a shout out for
is
Lilani?
there something you feel lost or anxious about?
Where's
I hope I
that coming
pronounced
from?
that correctly.
I've talked to lots of people and observed the flow of their magic. By now,
Oh, and it's Brad
I'm
with the
certain that Magna is
raid. Yo,
connected to
Brad
our
with the
emotions.
R.
When I speak to someone who's feeling
Is it
strong
Lilani?
emotions,
I'm pretty
I
sure
can
that's
sense
how
the
I
state
heard it
of their heart,
pronounced.
as if
You were all
seeing it with
playing
my own
Elden Ring
eyes.
together.
Nah, I'm sound. Nothing's getting me
Thank
down.
you so much for the raid.
I see. Then you should be fine. Just don't take life for granted, or your treatment will have been for nothing. Keep on living, all right? For now, let's see. Run
We're
to the beach and back
we're
with
currently
Basilio.
having ourselves a
If
nice
you can make it
time
without
playing
slowing
some
down,
Metaphor
then clearly
ReFantazio,
there's nothing wrong with your foot.
watching dorks be
Hey,
dorks.
sounds like a laugh. Just like when we were kids. Step lively, Del, or I'll leave you behind.
Hey, what the hell? I said I'm fine. Oh, damn it. Basilio! Hang on!
Where nothing bad
Thriller.
happens ever.
When you told me about the first time you'd saved someone's life, I didn't realize you were talking about them.
You're in Luis's entourage now. Yet you needed our stories to match in front of the brothers. You're swimming in dangerous waters, aren't you? Not just that. You've got a gauntlet runner that can teleport across the land and an elder captain who wields it through magic. That's a lot to take in.
Well, how do I put this?
I didn't realize it when I met you before, but you're already one of the top candidates. I saw the King's Rock. Are you intending to confront Luis?
Yes. Oh, and yo, welcome Kaylee with the raid. You were also playing Elden Ring with Brad. Did you guys beat that game yet? I feel like you should have been Elden Ring by now. Be honest, it's Brad slowing you down, isn't it? Kidding, buddy. Oh, you started the DLC yesterday. Oh, I'm sorry, you started the DLC today. Nice.
Yes, that's right.
Well, there you have it.
So you are committed to this path, no matter what. I knew this day might come. It's not my place to stop you.
Come now, do you have to be so bleak? I've already spent my fair share of time with Luis, you know.
Don't underestimate Luis. As far as the Crown Theocracy knows, the King's magic will protect the highest candidates from any harm. And they think that guarantees their safety at the festival. But I've done my research. Some attacks the barrier can't stop. I believe the magic only prevents underhanded approaches, like ambush.
So there's a loophole.
It's not widely known, but take a duel, for instance. Both parties identify themselves, fight with consent, and the magic won't protect them, no matter their standing.
But if you just have to identify yourself and agree to fight... Oh, was that why the battle with Gladel?
Suffice it to say the King's Shield is not perfect, and Luis will surely exploit that. I have a terrible feeling there will be bloodshed before Saints' Day is over. I won't try to stop you, but be careful down the road, all right?
Yes, understood.
Then please, look after Juna.
Ugh, you do know I'm not a child anymore.
Keep up, Del! Gotta be faster than that!
Spring-heeled bastard, you've got the height advantage. damn it. You haven't won yet.
I suppose we'll have to leave it there.
I love that we can just distract them by telling them to go have a race. Go have a race. You're on! And then they bolt.
Can't deny it this time, though. You lot did fantastic.
And Lady Juna's safe too. I owe you thanks for that, if nothing else. The islanders gave us a map of the east side of the island. Their way of thanking us, I suppose. You're welcome to it, if you don't waste it.
See? Old Dell's great at looking after people. He saved loads of them in the evacuations.
Oh, belt up, would you? Been meaning to ask. That's a book, yeah?
Didn't take you for a book reader. Lord Luis likes them though. Often got his head buried in one.
By the way, doesn't Lord Luis have this same book? I hear it's been banned.
How should we know? Not like we grew up round books. People barely literate nowadays, frankly.
So, what's it say? As long as we're killing time anyhow, let me see it. In this world, one can become anything they desire. Neither birth nor status decides your occupation.
Huh? Sounds grand, that. You think this place really exists?
Of course not, you muppet. It's a fantasy, remember? Anyone is free to become anything. This is a paradise
He read the book.
of equality
He has
and
now
freedom,
been absorbed into the
devoid
friend
of
orbit.
discrimination or prejudice. Pretty words, them. But if everybody's free to do what they want, they'll work out their own reasons to be prejudiced. You can call it a utopia, but I reckon people living in it might romanticize our world too. At the end of the day, dreaming of escape will only ever be a dream. Nothing changes unless you do it with your own hands.
Aye. But if we really could do anything, I quite fancy opening up a little diner with you, Del. You like singing, eh? And I'm dead handy with a cook pan. We could invite Lady Juna over. Host a fancy soiree of our own. Every night, just us and our best mates living it up. You telling me you don't like the sound of that?
Get your head out of the clouds, Baz. We're long past being able to get away with that. Doesn't matter anyway. A dream is just a dream.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws near.
I did like that, though. He read the book. He is now one of us.
Now then.
Well then, we'll be departing today. But what's this I hear about a festival on the island? The islanders all seem to be heading for the coast.
Yes, of course.
The village wants to show their gratitudes to us and wish us a safe journey. Thanks to the tides, I believe we can still make it by the deadline, even if we leave tomorrow. The festivities include a sacred rite where a dragon god statue is alight in a ceremonial bonfire. It is said that if you offer prayers to it with someone, your wishes will come true. Oh, isn't that just marvelous? And who will our dear captain pray with tonight, I wonder? Yeah, let's save the game. With that decided, we all helped the villagers prepare for the festival, and once the effigy of the dragon god was complete, the sun was already down.
Didn't expect them to throw such a party before our departure. A far cry from our first night here in a cell.
I hear 'tis a festival in the dragon god's name, meant to ensure a safe sea voyage. In place of a lighthouse, their fire is kept burning until the morning.
I say, these locals are bally well informed. They're up to their gills in practical and theoretical magna theory. Not as focused on the mechanicals as us mainlanders, but the land's far from barbaric. Their insides could rather improve the runner's design, you know? Ah, speaking of, I finished with the lance replica.
We're finally ready.
Woo! Grand, ain't it? Dell's all better, and we've got some choice souvenirs to bring back to Lord Luis.
We're not out of the woods yet. Don't be too quick to celebrate.
Hey, come on, lads, loosen up! It's a party! We've all had a little fun.
And you? What's a sanctist fat cat like you doing getting all giddy over a pagan festival?
I have to laugh, don't I? You know, I thought the Crier's life had made me pretty knowledgeable about our world, but turns out most of what I knew was lies. Makes me think, maybe this is how my old father felt.
Crier a family trade, eh? Imagine that.
The Crown Theocracy does love their hereditary titles. Yeah, my old man was a serious fella. More than me, that's for sure. He called out corruption where he saw it. Made him a pariah. But there you go. Yeah, I remember he once flat out suggested igniters were more dangerous than the Crown Theocracy was letting on. And there was that riot in the slums, of course, the one started by that Parapus. The church dismissed it as paupers revolting over their conditions. But my old man, well, he said it wasn't a riot at all. Outright accused the Crown Theocracy of turning an innocent Parapus feral through horrific magic experiments.
What?
Who knows what really happened there? Either way, nobody took my father seriously. He was condemned as a liar. And he died young. Just the way it is, I suppose. People will always prefer their own feelings to the truth. Happiness is a luxury hard to come by otherwise. Hard to care about the world after that. I was a poor excuse for a crier, if you ask me. Yet, here I am. It's beyond weird. Somehow, you lot have managed to make the world seem interesting again. I'm genuinely grateful, you know? It makes a man feel as if he owes you.
You owe us nothing. Can't afford any rumors about you being biased in our favor, anyway.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Honestly, though, you need anything, you've got me on your side. I'll do what I can. For now, I'll catch a boat ride to Altabury ahead of you. Once this festival's over, it'll be farewell for the moment. So, let's make this a bash to remember.
And off he goes.
Now, time for some fun. Bring out the treats!
And those are?
Blue fruit!
The fruit is called dragon's tears. They're quite precious. Their tree only bears once every few years.
Ah, 'tis delicious. Beyond delicious.
Wonderful. This again. Hulkenberg's tastes are a dubious metric at best.
Please, it's the rarest of harvests, and we would like to share it with you.
The juice bursts forth as soon as I put it in my mouth.
Sounds. I feel quite...
Right?
What's going on? There's something odd about the way those two are laughing. But he's crying. What is this fruit?
You see, in old times, old long times ago people ate this to reach a higher plane of existence and talk to the gods.
Ha! Yes, you certainly appear to have reached some higher state. Glad I asked. finally back to normal. Well, that sure felt like a festival. Not that I'm complaining. Oh, and did you hear?
They are more plastered than the famous
Over
stucco.
that flame. It's said that if you write your wish on a piece of paper, it'll bring you good luck.
We certainly have plenty of time. This is a rare opportunity. Who should I invite?
Have you decided on someone?
Okay. So this is, I'm not going to say a massively important decision, but depending on who you spend the prayer on, you will obtain a weapon. They are the same no matter which class you choose. Stroll will give you a new greatsword. Hulkenberg will give you a spear. Nearest will give you a gun for the gunner class. Heisme will give you a knife. Or a katana, I should say. Juno will give you a fan. Yufa will give you a staff. And Gallica will give you a magic rod. Depending on who you choose, you'll get a new weapon for that class. So we should probably use one of the ones we use. That being probably Stroll, Hulkenberg, or Heisme. Which one do you guys want to see? I'm taking a drink while I wait. Pro Heisme. That's right. The gentle rhythm of the waves produces a most soothing sound, a far cry from the noise and pomp of the feast. My apologies. My nose has been running since earlier, for whatever reason. Yeah, whatever reason that might have been. My eyes feel unusually sore as well. After we partook in that dish, what was it, the dragon's tear? My memories have become quite hazy from that point. Could you help me recall what happened next? He cried.
Well, sure.
I see.
I thought as much. It appears as though I've embarrassed myself in front of you. I cannot deny a good drink more than most. I've made a habit of carrying a bottle with me. Consequently, I did not think it possible for me to lose myself in a single serving. It may be safe to assume that the fruit was what inspired our minds to become so liberated. Alcohol doesn't hold a candle to it. I must politely refuse any further helpings, but I wouldn't say no to sitting down with you for a drink at some point. Of course, only once you have a few more years behind you and are capable of appreciating a fine drink's flavor. So that is the famed Pillar of Fire. As I understand it, if we were to make our wishes a reality, all we need to do is write them down on a piece of paper and cast them into the blaze. I'm not the type to beg for the gods' favor, but it would be rude to disrespect our host's beliefs, so I'll partake in the ritual. That should do it. Next we are to offer a prayer to the dragon god. Surely we are not offering prayers to that human we subdued, are we? Once is fine, but let's not make a habit of showering devotion upon our foes, yes? It might grant our wishes.
Truly?
You mean these words truly? Sometimes you seem quite different than we're away from the others.
But
upon further thought, perhaps we shouldn't address our wishes to the dragon god. whom we only have the most tenuous of connections with. Our wishes should belong to us alone. We already know a power that is always at our side and provides us with strength. Yes, we should offer our wishes to our archetypes.
Oh.
Perhaps I am just intoxicated by the merging of the sea and flame. But I feel as though my soul has been laid bare, and blemishes upon it have been corrected. The true benefit of these festivals is the introspection they inspire in their quietest moments, I think. Oh, I had almost forgotten, but I have a gift for you. I polished an old sword of mine. I believe you may be able to make masterful use of it now.
Right.
Thank you, Heisme. I found purpose in serving as your blade, but there may be a time when I am unable to assist you. In those moments, I hope that my sword may offer you protection in my stead. It's not an overly sentimental idea, is it? Perhaps the influence of the dragon's tear yet clouds my mind. After receiving Heisme's gift, we return to the others, and we obtain silence!
Tell, you hear all that? What that cry was talking about?
Yeah. Sounded proper familiar to me.
It's easy to blame the Sanctus Church for the whole thing. But maybe not all of them were happy about it. Makes you think. I remember St. Rella looked like her heart was breaking, seeing us at death's door. Maybe she knew what was going on. Del. What do we believe in, really? Are we absolutely positive that, you know, Count Luis's vision and ours have enough in common?
I thought we were done talking about this. He's the reason we got this far. A couple of Parapus orphans. Nobody else wants us. Nobody cares about us. We'd be nothing without Count Luis.
I know, Del, but he makes all them speeches about equality, but in the end, he's gonna leave the weak to die. I heard him talk about his ideal world, and it sounds like a world where we'd have died alone in the dirt. No Saint Rella to save us. Is that what we're fighting for?
Too late for that kind of talk, brother. Blood on our hands either way.
Hey! What are you two doing on your own? Come join the party! You'll miss the whole festival.
Lady Juna.
What's that look about? I know you're absolutely smitten with me, love, but you needn't be so tense about it.
Do you plan to kill Count Luis?
What are you talking about? He can't be killed anyway.
Lady Juna, I don't think your heart is with Count Luis anymore. Or maybe it never was. There's a side of you which you only show them. But us, starting to think we've never seen the real you.
Are you really so worried for Count Luis? He's the one who measures worth in power. So what would he think to hear you underestimating him?
So you don't actually work for Thornton or nothing then? No ulterior motives?
I've been with Count Luis since before the race even started, haven't I? Ever since he was stripped of command.
Hey, Del.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. That's my fault. But trust me on this. I promise I'll make sure this world's got more to give you two than despair.
I saw it with my own eyes. That lance gets past the king's magic. That means it can kill a candidate.
He saw...
They were testing it among themselves, and Lady Juna was right there with them.
You serious? How are we supposed to report that to Count Luis?
Don't worry, it's my own problem. I told you to leave the thinking to me.
You know why? I really like Lady Juna's songs, and I like seeing you listening to her when you get the chance. You've got arm around your heart, Del, and her music pierces it.
don't want to kill Lady Juna. And you don't either, Del. Do you?
This is bad. So tonight's our last night on the island.
So? Good night.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
They read the book. They're supposed to be our friends and we might have to fight. No. I must say, I am sad to leave the island, if for no other reason than every meal here has been an utter delight. I'm almost certain you said the same thing when we left Brylehaven and Martira. A new world of cuisine is but a few days away if you'll just be patient. Mind your tongue, Stroll. A few days is thrice as many meals. Wow, you're really taking this hard. And you said you've said your goodbyes to the people and the food. Meet at the Collie Runner.
Hold on.
Okay then.
When you're ready, everyone will be waiting for you at the Gauntlet Runner.
Grand, isn't it?
All right then.
Let's go.
Yeah, I believe there's nothing for us to buy. We bought everything on Idol's Day.
Looks like the sea's settled somewhat. We've got a map of the Altabury region too. I'd say we're set.
Now we can leave with our minds clear and pockets full, eh? Where are those brothers? Out on errands?
I say we just leave them behind.
Yeah, that seems like a bad idea.
Well, long as we've got a minute alone, let's go over our plan. As soon as we get to Altabury, we give Luis the fake lance Nuris made up for us.
While I hold on to the real one.
Then, on the eve of this divine relic dedication ceremony, we use the real lance to end this, once and for all. He doesn't know we've worked out its powers. We'll use that to our advantage. Juna, we'll need you to convince Luis to attend the eve of the festival.
Oh, I've been pestering him to do so for a while now. Don't want him spending the evening in his heavily fortified Skyrunner after all.
So where is the false lance in question?
Right here, ready to poke an eye out. Oh, what do you think? A dead ringer, eh?
Such detail. Even I can't tell them apart.
When we get to Altabury, we'll pass off the fake to Luis. Then, we execute our plan.
Oh, by the way, I was talking with the Magnus brothers earlier. Think they might be onto us.
That's not good. We'll need to be more careful.
Wait, footsteps. Speak of the devils. We'll need to hide the real lance.
You're late. We were about to leave you behind.
Right, all present and counted. Anchors away, what?
Aye aye, me hearties!
Where'd that come from?
What's wrong then? Is that not the customary exclamation of sailors? Mr. Buckland was very specific.
I wouldn't believe everything he says.
'Tis a strange melancholy, leaving the people we have so recently come to know.
We'll be back. With some fantastic tales to tell them too.
Yes, certainly.
I think Yufa should not speak to Batlin again.
This is Altabury Heights. We'll make faster progress back on land. Ah.
Oh.
All right, time to get back to land and full speed to Altabury Heights.
With a new ally in tow, the Gauntlet Runner at last departs the island toward the eastern side of the inland sea. Their destination is the Principality of Montario. Its vast mountain crags, so different from the western terrain, can be seen clearly from the water. Their forthcoming task would be their greatest trial yet. They felt the tension rise in wordless silence.
Indeed.
2 more days.
All right, then.
Let's check.
Alright, time for another stroll dish.
Hey.
Tell me, do you like fish dishes? Some people are repulsed by the smell of fish, but I say if you cook it well, that shouldn't be an issue.
Well...
Then again, you seem like the type who enjoys just about anything. I began preparing food for stroll.
Is this right?
You have to ensure the heat is distributed evenly to the center. But if you take too much time, with it, one side will be burnt to a crisp. Nicely done. It's almost there. Just look at that sear. It really adds to the appeal.
Speaking of...
I picked some herbs from the market the other day. We used to harvest them a lot back in my hometown because they smell great. Don't worry, I guarantee you'll like the taste. It's a holistic whitefish platter. Look how it glistens. Not half bad, I'd say. And we obtain how to walk outside the island. Yufa's book. This appears to be a Mustari authored travelogue and guide of lands outside the island. It's been thoroughly annotated by Yufa. I have yet to start reading it. We'd gain more tolerance. We don't have tolerance max, right? The only one we have is, yeah, the only one we have is courage. So why don't we read this book? It contains practical guides for things like creating an altar while traveling or making eye contact with unmasked people. These encapsulate some of the difficulties Mustari people face living outside the island. You must have read and reread this thoroughly. The book is nearly in tatters. Living in a totally foreign culture sounds so difficult, and yet this author and Yufa are jumping right into it. Seeing their willingness to embrace other cultures and values increases my tolerance.
All right.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives at Cliffshade Camp, just as the curtain of night descends on the wilderness. Ideal for their cover, it works both ways, as monsters and rogues alike await their victims in the shadows of the rocks. Only a Gauntlet Runner offers peace of mind against such dangers, a large reason why they are so sought after.
Indeed.
It's gonna be cold in Altabury. Oh boy, that's a good color of meat. I must say, I'm impressed with this kitchen. Certainly a stark difference from when I traveled alone. At the time, a dish's flexibility outweighed its flavor profile. But even with so few ingredients, the best meals were the ones most thought through. In fact, I fear with such amenities I shall grow soft. There is no greater dishonor than those who so easily cast aside necessity for convenience.
On guard!
So be it. We shall dine as road-weary travelers, using only the barest essentials, but rest assured, it will taste like no such thing. Their cooking cue's missing butt. No, that... Bad. Bad chat. Bad. I started preparing the food with Hulkenberg, doing only what was strictly necessary with the ingredients.
Ah, goodness.
Oh, those are good sounds. Only the finest cookery here, I see. Well, let us only use what we must.
Unnecessary.
The fire does not wane. Ah, but nature is not to be so underestimated. We shall cook it through in one go. Wow, it's a finely honed dish.
Your thoughts?
Okay, let's go back to reading. The section on Grand Trad contains a list of recommended shops to visit. The words "must go" are written in small letters next to some, presumably by Yufa. However, the author does advise against praying at restaurants in Grand Trad. Doing so will greatly increase the chances of being kicked out, apparently.
All right.
Getting closer.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
It would seem that...
We now stand among the mountains. I have long gazed at the peaks of Montario from the island, but I never imagined I would see them this close. Altabury remains cold year-round, so quite accordingly its people have perfected the art of the piping hot stew. And it's home to the foremost opera house in the kingdom, as well. I suppose that will be the stage of our confrontation with Luis.
I guess.
Let's keep our hopes high.
So?
What's this?
Wait, does this do anything?
So?
Alright, let's cook. Precision fermented ribs. Well, actually, let's see what we can make. Almighty golden stew is nice.
All good.
Since this is a Virga Island recipe, I'm sure Yufa will teach you. I'll go get her.
Actually,
I discussed this with my brother before leaving the island. But is it not amazing how many different cuisines the world has to offer? The pantry is filled with ingredients I've never seen before, and there are even varieties of medicinal herbs. If we combine such herbs with my island specialties, I'm sure it will make a wonderful dish.
may I?
Some of these herbs are bitter, but mixing them together makes them more palatable. Do be careful with this one, though. It's extremely bitter. Now, we must simmer them for a bit. This is where things truly start to take shape. Nado, yoni. It's an incantation to make it tastier. Come on, say it with me. The stew we made has an intense, lingering aroma.
What this is?
It's the Mustari tribe's secret amber stew. One bite and you will feel power well up inside you. Book. A section detailing the small, cute animals that exist outside the island is particularly worn. Yufa must have returned to this section often. But it goes on to depict some methods mainlanders use to keep and raise animals for food. I can feel the authors and Yufa's shock through the pages.
All right.
Oh, and we finished it, which means...
Now then.
Perfect.
Tolerance.
Tolerance. 'Tis one of the virtues a ruler must possess. If thou aspire to true sovereignty, take up a mantle of benevolence, which shall spur thee to aid thy people. A conqueror needs that precious kindling with which a follower's passions may be inflamed.
Come look at this!
The Gauntlet Runner makes a short stop in front of Colorodeo Cliff, a bluff so tremendous it fills one's vision. Its massive fissure is said to be the vestige of a god's wrath, as only a force capable of splitting heaven and earth could cause it. Perfectly balanced by the work of nature, or the wrath of gods extolled in the myths of creation, none can say.
Whoa. Absolutely incredible. I've heard of sheer cliffs before, but I never imagined something like this. Indeed, falling off that precipice would be unfathomably terrifying. And exhilarating, I imagine. Makes me want to jump.
On guard!
Damn boar-faced Sanctus Scullions!
What?
Ah! Oi! What's gotten into you? My, that was rather pleasing. It's quite refreshing, you know, to pull your voice from the very bottom of your gut and yell in such a manner.
Speaking of...
I'm reminded of the time you were all yelling at me before. It was a rather terrible experience, I admit. But if I may, I would like to try my hand at this yelling.
Listen!
Never again shall I sleep in roach-infested inn! I feel you.
Yes,
How amusing! I would also like to try screaming as well. What's the matter? I fully intended to do it, but the words just won't come out at all, and this girl is just too charming. Never change, love. Well, does anyone else have something to yell about? I sense that gazing off the cliff's edge and being filled with an unexplainable urge to scream has somehow broadened my wisdom.
All right.
As for me...
Oh, I suppose it's old Nearest's turn. I prepared a list of complaints that I wish I could recite to you all on a daily basis, and... rather chilly out here, isn't it? We should head back before we all catch a cold. Yes, we shouldn't allow ourselves to spend too much time on these distractions.
Bombs away!
But I must scream! As always, I've drawn this place. Here. I'll keep Nearest's picture as a souvenir of our journey.
The Gauntlet Runner stops amidst rocky terrain as twilight envelops the wilderness in darkness. The twinkling lights are not all stars. Some are the eyes of monsters peering through the dark. To await the dawn in comfort and peace is a privilege only the Gauntlet Runner can provide.
Since we finished our new book, instead of rereading an old book right away, we're going to do something we've never done yet before.
All right, then. Let's go.
Take a bath. It's a bath cask.
Hey there!
I heard from Nearest, apparently we can either enter as is, or we can make it better by putting something into the hot water first.
Finally, you can become unstinky.
Yay!
Yep!
If you put something that smells good, I bet it'll feel nice. Yeah, we're going to take a bath. And one of the things we obtained for... Okay, so I'm not sure... I forgot to mention it, but we obtained the Rainbow Bath Blossom. I guess I should show what it does. It will increase all base stats by 2. While things like the Wonder Salts, strength will increase by 2. With this one, magic will increase by 2. With the Hell's Boiling one, endurance will increase by 2. Let's see, the Fleeting Fountain, I believe, is agility. But this is everything increases by 2. We obtained this by ranking up in the arena. And there are so few of these in the entire game. So we're definitely going to be using this one. It's a bath with Rainbow Bath Blossom in it. A range of colors shimmers atop the water like a rainbow. My body may melt away in this astonishing comfort. As my fatigue and anxiety evaporates, I feel I'm being lifted toward the heavens. Strength +2, magic +2, endurance +2, agility +2, luck +2, max HP +2, max MP +2. And we got Mag from the bath. I feel that's a very good use of our time.
The age of a new king draws nearer.
To
It's nearly time.
Wow, 2 HP. That's gonna... Yeah, I know, right? It's only a ways further until we reach Altabury. The city is likely abuzz with activity related to Saint's Day. I wonder if Luis is already there. Sooner or later we have to hand Drakidios over to him. One must wonder what the brothers will tell him of our time on the island. I hope they will leave out any unnecessary details.
Got it?
We just have to stand tall and be confident. If you have to sell a lie, look them straight in the eye and say every word like you truly believe it.
All right, then.
Got a sec?
Say a new day means grab what we can from here. More Hulkenberg food. As one so obviously fond of good food, perhaps it's also obvious that I find cooking to be time well spent. Still, you can cook for hours only to have a meal devoured in moments. That is the flaw in such efforts, I suppose. Hold a moment. Could we not simply add more of each ingredient and thereby create more of the finished product? It's a bit more complicated than that, girl. Imagine it, reducing the preparation time and increasing efficiency in a single blow. Why, I dare say I am on the cusp of a grand discovery. You're not wrong. Technically, adding more of the ingredients will give you more of the product, but it will require you to cook them for longer. All is set. Now, we need only to apply ourselves. What say you? Does it not already look appetizing?
Are we clear?
To cook a meal through is fundamental, but we mustn't this time. What? Here, flavors achieved by deviating from basic knowledge. What? It's rot. Oh god.
All right.
Precision fermented ribs is complete. How wonderful. 'Tis fit to eat until the stomach is fit to burst. Oh, I don't like that.
All right, then.
Okay, we can raise our wisdom.
Well met.
Here.
All right.
I'm glad I've spent all this time raising wisdom with Hulkenberg. Otherwise, it's like, trust me, when I played the game my first time, oh my goodness, it took me forever to get wisdom maxed because I was like, we get wisdom by visiting locations. That should be enough, right? No, not even close.
All right.
Nura speaking.
Speaking of.
Before Altabury's mountains, the Gauntlet Runner sets upon the murky graveyard. The colossal bridges overhead are an impressive sight. During the Annex War, this land was a fierce battleground. Many soldiers, unable to return to their loved ones, found their final rest here. But few honor the dead. Their spirits take no solace. Their tragic remains are desecrated by wild dogs, leaving their bones exposed to the elements.
Look at it!
Whoa, these bridges are huge! 'Tis an area defined by its numerous valleys. The bridges connect the flatlands and increase the amount of places which people may live. Ah, that makes sense. But if these bridges were to fall in battle, those people would end up isolated.
Hey!
Yes, all very fascinating, but have you looked at what's directly in front of you? Those are the bones of people, aren't they? They are the remains of those who fell during the Annex War. This was the site of a fierce battle, and the dead were left to the elements, denied the dignity of a proper burial. War is tragic, and we shouldn't disrespect the fallen here.
Yeah.
Indeed. I can't bear to think of something on this scale happening again. It brings no pleasure to see it, yet 'tis valuable experience, the cold reality of battle beyond the legends and tales of valor. Carve this memory into your hearts. That is why the magla that drifts about this place carries such an oppressive weight. I could feel the sadness and regret of those whose lives came to an end here. This done
All right.
up.
Hey!
Something wrong, Nearest. Your face has gone blue. There's a shadow behind you.
That.
Hey! Ah, do refrain from doing that again. Things of this manner are not my forte. Why, Nearest, I'm surprised you put any stock in scary stories. You're more a gentle soul than I gave you credit for. Too true, too true. Before all else, I am a delicate flower.
Well then.
Shall we make a quiet departure so as to not to rouse the dead?
That's my fault.
I'm so sorry to have made a fuss. I would like to give those who died a proper send-off, and drew this with that in mind.
Altabury Heights, capital of the Principality of Montario, the eastmost country annexed into the Kingdom of Uchronia. The mountain path leading to the city begins near the coastline, but few gauntlet runners can contend against its steep slope. Those who complete the arduous climb are rewarded. City lights, dusted with snow, twinkle beautifully in the valley. But what awaits the party there is no reward, but their greatest trial thus far. The hour of reckoning draws near, and they steel themselves anew.
The seat of sanctism, Altabury. Truly, I never thought I would see it in person. What is that giant structure?
The monolith. In Sanctus Scripture, they tell of how the stone was shaped by God's own hand.
It's afloat. I'd only heard rumors that it didn't touch the ground, but to see it now.
Are we finally moving again?
Just another trip for our songstress.
We're here at last.
We decide to present Luis with Dracodius, the lance of the dragon god, aboard his gauntlet runner, the Charadrius. Let's hope he doesn't find out the lance is fake.
Well done. So this is the Lance of Legend, is it?
I am called Euphrasia, priestess of the island. For personal reasons, I have joined them on their journey.
You do not detest me?
I owe my life to them, and I understand they operate under your guidance.
Indeed. I had heard you were able to obtain the lance without incurring the islanders' hatred. Quite a feat, now that I know it to be true. Well done. At last, it seems that even fate has abandoned Forden. Thanks to you, I was spared the effort of sifting through ashes to find this. If the islanders could not be persuaded, my next course would have been to raise their village to the ground. The Caradrius' batteries would make that a fairly simple task.
What?
Why are you surprised? At times, sacrifice is necessary to save the many. Was that not the exact reasoning by which your countrymen would have seen you die?
You're...
Have the lance brought to my chamber.
Dude, Luis just basically
Thank
said,
you for
oh,
your
if
hard
I
work in
was
spite of your
going for it myself,
Take care of
I
us.
would have just burned your entire village and everyone on it. It's like, damn, man.
Now we need only to wait until tomorrow for the Saints' Day festival.
The whole event will be held over 2 days at the Opera House.
The first day is the eve of the festival, and I'm scheduled to sing. Hope you're looking forward to it.
Main festivities start on the second day. That's when all these divine relics will be dedicated and sealed. It's aimed at proving beyond a doubt that Sanctism is the highest authority.
All kind of daft though, isn't it? If they were that confident in their scriptures, you'd think they wouldn't have to bother with all that.
This is where Forden dies. He and Sanctism itself. At the very least, it's worth giving him a memorable end.
Lord Luis, I do hope you'll come and watch me sing this time. We missed you at the opening ceremony. If you're not there, it'll hardly be worth it.
You needn't worry. Having come all this way, it would be a waste not to show.
Well, I'm off to check out the Opera House. Want to make sure everything's ship-shape for my solo, of course. The rest is up to you.
You have all performed admirably. You exceeded my every expectation. Soon, Forden's reign will come crashing down. From this point onward, I would have you forfeit the competition and dedicate yourself fully to my campaign.
Understood.
For now, rest your wings a while. Tomorrow's festivities will be a grand show indeed.
It seems the land's passed muster. Eurus is a peerless craftsman, if not else.
Yufa, are you okay?
He would have destroyed my home. How could he suggest such carnage with not a shade of guilt? I was sure that deep down, all people are inherently good at heart. Now, you made it sound like you were bound to kill him at any cost. And now I understand why.
I see. Then let's get back on track and go find ourselves an inn. You've got more supporters now. I dare say we'll find better lodging than we could before.
I wouldn't be so sure. This city's in the palm of Forden's hand, and we're the ones who humiliated him during the exhibition.
All the same, we're about to do something big. To be honest, I'll take anywhere, so long as I can stretch out. It's cold.
Yeah, I'm freezing my wings off.
Then why don't we look for an inn run by a Mustari?
I thought this city was the seat of the church.
In times before the church, it said many diverse faiths and teachings took root in this city. That's why Montario is the only mainland nation that trades with the islands.
Indeed. My grandfather often said that until his generation, the only prominent building of the Sanctus Church was that opera house. Though the prevailing story now, of course, is that Sanctism reclaimed this land from malevolent pagans.
Either way, I'm certain there should be quite a few Mustari who feign conversion and live in seclusion.
If one of these Mustarians really exists, it may work in our favor. Let's look for it.
Speaking of...
If it is a Mustari-owned inn we seek, then I know of one in the center of town. It is called Skyward Tavern. I recall it being rather pleasant, with very little that would point to its Mustari roots.
Certainly.
It was on Dio Franco Street, if I'm not mistaken.
Huh?
Oi! What in
Yeah,
the
so this is Altabury. Kind of nice.
Hey, listen.
Fordham's the only game in town.
Uh-huh.
No bounties yet.
Fordham's the only game.
Hang on. That's the one from the exhibition.
Say there.
Are we under the giant rock? No, the giant rock is... Oh, wait. You mean the big rock? The one with the face? Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of following the competition.
Right. My money's on Santa.
I just realized we basically never looked at the King's Rock.
Hang on, what if...
I should be getting a large amount of mag from this.
Oh.
Yeah, 31k.
Yep.
Who'll take the crown now?
You're not serious.
Oh my.
No, I don't want
Sit
that
on, man.
seed.
You're not serious. All right then.
Ooh, meat seller?
Hello there.
All right then.
And we got a water seller over here.
Oi!
Well, nothing I can do about it.
All right then.
Oh, whoops, wrong way.
How grand. How grand.
All right then.
Hello there.
Yeah, amazing.
And then should be just over here.
All right then.
Yeah, here's the end.
Oi!
Welcome. Wait. A band of youths with a knight and a eugif. Are you perhaps the candidate who brought Joanna the Sanctoress to confess?
One glance and you knew. Listen, we just...
I don't care if you did the deed or not, but please take your business elsewhere. I'm sorry, but I have my own reputation to think about.
You follow Sanctism's teachings?
You? A Mustari who wears no mask?
I'm Euphausia. I'm the priestess of Verga. No, of Etria.
The priestess? Impossible. The island priestess would never leave the village behind.
I have my reasons, but I wish to see the outside world that I might better protect our island. I have no proof, but...
You would raise another tribe to the throne.
'Tis a longer story than we've time to tell. We only wish to avoid a tyrant's reign. Yet 'tis not from our own ambition that I speak so. The throne belongs to one truly worthy.
But if you insist, we will leave.
It's just... You look so like the priestess before you, I can't just turn you away. Fine. You can stay here, as long as you don't make trouble for me.
Thank you. I suppose it is easier to understand each other without the masks in the way.
Not all of us mainland Mystari hate the Sanctus Church. We'd rather preserve the peace we have. And, well, it's a sorry excuse for an innkeep who turns away travelers.
Thank you. We're in your debt.
Ah, look, they've got food and booze here too. And it's so much cooler, which means fewer bugs. Perfect.
It seems they have an imitation of the island spring here. We can bathe. I should invite Juno when she's back.
Bathe? You'd be mad to hope a hot spring replica could take the edge off this chill.
Cold or not, there's nothing more refreshing than bathing. Would you care to join us?
I should think not. For reasons too numerous to count.
Why?
Anyway, strategy meeting. Let's get on with it.
So we seek to assassinate Luis. A difficult task. But you look to have an idea. Let's have it.
Okay, I'm just gonna point out here that Stroll's plan, you guys need to be prepared, because I'm gonna tell you, the first time I heard Stroll's plan, I don't know if he's gonna pull out the drawings, but I legitimately said, this is not the plan, this is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Everything has been building up to this moment, and this is a disaster.
First, the when. Under normal circumstances, we'd want to get him on the move. Maybe walking through a crowd while he's got less guards. That would be the plan. But unfortunately, that'd only work if he was someone with common sense. Someone without combat ability. Or someone who'd want to avoid collateral damage. And that isn't Luis. Worst case, he uses civilians as shields while more of his personal guard catch up. And things go sideways before we can get it done.
But once he's inside the Opera House, he'll have a security detail at his beck and call. Even if we can sneak in, getting to him.
If we can't target him in transit, and we've practically zero chance of getting close to him, that leaves us with only one option.
We attack from a distance.
Exactly.
A bow and arrow isn't gonna do much good, right? It needs to be the lance.
Of course. So, what if we threw the lance? Pierced him through from a distance? Yufa, as the priestess, you can command the lance to return to you if it's far away, right?
You would have me use that power in reverse to cast it out instead.
According to Juna, the ceiling of the Opera House has a chandelier big enough to support a person. From above, we'll target Luis in the royal box seats.
This is the plan! We're going to throw a spear at him from a chandelier during the performance!
I wanna swing from the chandelier.
This is gonna be so inconspicuous, right?
You realize the entire audience is below that lighting? A stunt like that would get us noticed instantly. Wait, are you suggesting we do this during the show?
Luis will be distracted. It's the best opportunity we could ask for. Besides, with Yufa there, we can even recover the lance easily.
Hold a moment. I would need to launch it like an arrow. Such distance and such speed would require incredible focus. I don't think I could do it while aiming.
Then just concentrate on the sheer mental force of it. Someone else can take over the role of actually throwing.
This gambit is sounding more far-fetched by the moment. But we also can't afford to wait for another opportunity.
There is no other opportunity. Luis intends to kill Forden during the festival. That means if we do nothing, the fake will be exposed, and so will we.
Indeed. Once our betrayal is made plain, we will never find a way to draw close to him again. This will likely be our first and last opportunity.
But who's actually going to do the throwing?
Who else?
I'd rather leave it to you. With the royal magic protecting you, it's less likely that we'll fail this, even with interference. And besides, laugh, if you like. I know it sounds silly, but I really do believe you have the power to change fate itself.
Indeed. Everyone here knows that firsthand.
I feel the same. If I can trust you to do it, then I should be able to do my part as well.
Will you do it, Captain?
I planned to from the beginning.
Right. I see. Well then. We're counting on you. On the day of, Juno will be at the venue ahead of us. We'll have her open the service entrance, and we'll infiltrate from there.
Is there anything I can do to help?
I want you to lure Luis's guards outside and cause a commotion while he's making the throw. I'm sure the Magnus brothers will be guarding the place too. Hulkenberg and I will secure the exit route in advance. Luis is a formidable foe. But we've overcome plenty of obstacles. Let's believe in the strength that got us this far. We can do this.
Don't worry about it.
I know there's a lot weighing on your mind right now, but let's try and get some rest and prepare for tomorrow. It'll get even colder at night, so try not to get sick. But that's going to be where we end things for tonight. This is,
what now?
like, I know I could probably go maybe 30 minutes to another hour before I absolutely just pass out.
What now?
But I'm gonna let you guys know. Altabury is referred to as the cutscene city for a reason. We're going to be, like, there's going to be a lot that will happen as soon as we rest. This is the last stopping point before some of the biggest events in the entire game. So I invite you all to join me next week while we see those unfold.
Let's rest.
Until then, though, hope you guys had an absolutely wonderful time this stream, and I hope to see you guys on the next one. Until then, this has been your host, Kazar Raspel. Hoping to see you in the next video or live stream, and signing out.